Good morning, people. How are we all today? Hope we're fine. Wee minute to get Facebook on board. Then we'll kick this one off today. This is a pain in the bit hooky every day having to do this. But it's important. Right, how are we today, folks? Will we wait on Facebook getting aboard? Hi, John. Hi, Mark. Hi, Julie. Hi, DJ Marcy Moo. Hi, June. Hi, Akis. Peter. Not enough. Right, okay. Just before we get into it, I want to thank you all for helping to make this channel as successful as it can be at its size. So I'm going to pop up the analytics for the channel, folks, like you have a wee look at how we're doing. And apparently our hard work has paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 23% more views than usual. So we've had 24,800 views in the last 28 days. Watch time's up by 410.5 hours. We've added 11 more subscribers. And our estimated revenue since we get paid out in the 26th to now is 524 quid. For some reason, they don't send it all to us each month. They just send us a chunk of it. We even some of it left over. But the cut-off date is the 21st, so I take it that's what's left over from 21st to 26th. Anyway, that's the channel analytics. So thanks to you guys, the channel's doing real well. Now, as you see there, it says add more content. Well, I've set Restream up on my phone, and I'm going to be testing it today around about 12:30 after I pick Sarah up for work, because it's Friday and we normally go to a cafe for something on Friday. And I do a wee food review on Facebook, and it goes down a bomb, thousands of views. So I thought I'd expand it and add the wee food review into YouTube as well as Facebook. So you'll get to see Davey stick a fry up down his face shortly, probably, because I haven't had my breakfast deliberately. Anyway, we've got the first of the Facebookers on board. Hi, Jane. Lovely to see you there this morning. So let's kick this programme off, shall we? It's Indie Truck Davey out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is overcast, dry at the moment, 11 degrees. That's the weather in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. If you want to know what the weather's like where you are, look out your own bloody windy. Maybe leave a wee comment so I can get a laugh at it later, alright? Right, first up this morning, the Daily Rancid. Now, all the red tops run on a crime story today, folks. Okay. So the Daily Rancid has a 15-year-old fatally wounded teen street death sparks manhunt. So apparently, in the north of Glasgow, a 15-year-old boy was stabbed. Now, the boy's name was Ahmed Tekla, I think it is. And apparently there was some youths fighting, and this young fella's come out in a box, unfortunately. Right, let's move on. As you know, I don't put up the Rancid, I don't put up the Murdoch Scumrag, the Sun, but that's got the same story. Senseless street horror. Boy 15 stabbed to death in brutal feud. Murdercock's probe knife attack after rival youths clash. The Sun seems to have a better handle on it than the Record for some reason. Apparently there was some sort of disturbance involving multiple youths. We'll see what the truth is when it comes out in the wash, shall we? Right, the only right wing rag the Express, I'll put it up. That's another one of the hard tops, so red tops, so it should be pretty much the same as the Record. Yep. Cops murder probe after 15-year-old is knifed on street. Now, Ahmed Tetley, I think his name is, or Tedley, Apparently was stabbed, as I say, in Maryhill on the streets after some sort of altercation. It's very sad. It's a very unusual event to happen in Glasgow these days. And I feel sorry for the young fella's family. I really do. My heart goes out to them. And this sort of stuff in the paper, of course, compounds their pain. It really does. Right, let's move on, shall we? Next up, we have the Scotsman. And the Scotsman has, let's have a look. I think it's a bollocks story this morning, but you never know. Yeah. It's always going to be the last one I look at, isn't it? For some reason, they tell me it's not there. Well, I'll just need to tell you what it says. The Scotsman has a bollocks headline, but I'll fix it. NHS presser mounts as patients shell out for ops. And I thought to myself, NHS pressures mounts as patients shell out to fix it themselves. So let me fix that headline, shall I? Huh? Let's sort it out. Rich gets cause NHS pressure by paying to jump queue. That's what it is. People who can afford to go private are going private. But all the doctors that work in the private sector also work in the NHS. But if they're taking time out of the NHS to go and do more lucrative work elsewhere, that causes pressure in the NHS. Answer: shut the private hospitals. People want private treatment, they can go elsewhere and get their private treatment. One of the reasons why we've got pressure on the NHS here is because rich kids are jumping the bloody queue because they can afford to pay. And where do they get the staff from? These private hospitals? Well, two contracts. The doctors work in both. So that's the headline that should be in the Scotsman. Rich gets cause pressure in NHS as they pay to queue jump. So that's that sorted. Hit the like button, folks. It's good for it helps the algorithm. 128 he's watching. That's nice. That's good. Right. Next up, we've got the Herald. And I do have that, and I will put it up, and I'll give a reply to this wee twat. Scrapping airport rail link, a blow to Scottish economy, says Governor General Ian Murray. Which is interesting. As Scott's budget gets cut again, as they look to spend money on defence, as opposed to own public services, although I suppose defence is a public service of sorts, the Scottish Government's had to take a long, hard look at projects at once today, like during the A96, completing the during of the A9, Glasgow to Glasgow Airport rail link, and they've had to shelve them all in order to try and combat poverty being created elsewhere. And here we have the Governor General telling us it's a mistake. No, Governor General, what's a fucking mistake? Is use people cutting our budget needlessly to fuel the vast military industrial complex. No point in trying to protect people who are not strong enough to fight, to work, produce, because they can't afford to eat or heat themselves. But where is the broad shoulders of the Union? Governor General, if you think this is an economic mistake, why don't you talk to your imperial master down that fucking road and get them to finance it? No, that doesn't happen. Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland gets to pay for infrastructure programmes in fucking England. But England doesn't pay for infrastructure programmes in Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. No, they're never deemed to be of national importance. so they don't get funded by the whole union. You take the Queensferry Crossing, one of the most important transport links in Scotland and the UK, but they fund it with fucking selves. But if we look at the London sewers, we look at Cross. Sorry about that, folks. I seem to have some internet problems this morning. Let's hope it'll sort itself out. You know. But thanks, Davey. Every penny helps. But hey, as I say, where is the broad shoulders of the Union? Governor General. If we've had to give up some of these projects because your Imperial Masters cut our fucking budget, you get down there and sort money out so that we can build this link between Glasgow and Glasgow Airport. Fucking spanner. We naff, irrelevant wee sod. Complain how we spend not all money we get back for you fucks. Well, you hod the purse strings. Wow. Right, I see the other Davies there this morning. Good morning, Mr. Milligan. Hi, Leipzig. Right, next up, we have the Times. Do I have the Times this morning? Let's look. No, I don't have the Times. It's the Telegraph I've got. Ah, well, you get the Telegraph in a minute. What's the Times got for us? Trump is encouraged by Zelensky peace talks. Aye, but what's interesting is, has anybody here heard what's coming out of the Kremlin? Have they? Have anybody heard what Sergei Lakharov's going to say about this? Their foreign minister. I'll tell you what he's going to say. He's going to say apparently they can't negotiate with Zelensky because in 2022 the Ukrainian parliament made it illegal for Zelensky to deal with Putin. And the other thing is, like we were talking about rare earth minerals yesterday and things like that, Putin's not ready to fucking stop. There is no positive noises coming from Russia as far as I can hear. So, we've got the West all talking about peace. I haven't heard a bit at all. From Russia own this except for their foreign minister said they can't negotiate with Zelensky until the Ukrainian parliament changes the law. I don't know about that. I'm no Ukrainian. But to say all the noise I've heard coming from Russia, which isn't a lot, or says, but apparently the Russians and the Americans will be having another wee get together in Riyadh, and none of the rest of us will get to know what they're talking about, folks. None of us. It'll be closed door, and for all we know, they could be swigging vodka and laughing their heads off at us all. Right, next up we've got the Telegraph, and as I say, I haven't got the Telegraph, so we'll stick that up. What was interesting is no Daily Fail in the paper review this morning. I wonder what they've got to say that's upset people so much that they don't want to put it out there. Anyway, pension fund giants boycott UK arms firms. Now, Aviva and Royal London accused of failing to boost defence on ethical grounds. And Davy says, rightly so. And one of the two companies is my main pension provider. And as I've said to you people, I've said to everybody who will listen, divesting in companies that you think your money shouldn't be invested in is the way to do it. Now, the one of these two companies that my main pension fund is with, Aviva, I'll tell you. Well, I speak to the hedge fund manager that runs my pension, and I tell them I don't want them investing in tobaccos, I don't want them investing in arms, I don't want them investing in fossil fuels. And recently I've called them up and said, if I've got any money invested in American businesses, American corporate giants, could you please pull it and invest it elsewhere? To which Mark said, of course I will, David. I wish all my clients took such great interest in what we do with their money. So folks, you can decide where your money goes, where it's invested for your future. I might take a hit of a couple of points a year, but at least my money's not going in tobacco, arms, fossil fuels, all the things that are fucking killing us. Which might seem a bit hypocritical from a smoker not to invest in tobacco. But it's not my future, my life's almost behind me. So you can decide where you invest your pension pot, folks. And all you out there who are working have got one. Workplace pension. And you can talk to the manager who manages your funds, and you can tell them where you don't want them to invest your money. Okay. So, as I say, Aviva and Royal London are being slagged off because they're not investing in arms. The reason they're not investing in arms is because the people who invest with them, their pensions, people like me, tell them we don't want them to invest their money in such enterprises. There you go. So well done, Aviva and Royal London, and any other pension pot company out there who invests ethically. Anyway, as I say, I was speaking to Mark. I didn't want any investment in American companies. He informed me there's no, and that he is investing my money in green projects. Okay. Right, here we go, or sustainable projects. Right, the National has, I'm going to put this one up, as I always do with the National. I found this one interesting, actually. Right, let's get back on the screen and split it. Now, I want to see an independent Scottish Socialist Republic isn't going to happen via Westminster. So it appears it's not just Davy that knows it's going to be a UK election. It would appear that the MPs already know and all. Funny how nobody's telling the Scottish public the way out of this fucking union except for me. Everybody's scrabbling about trying to look for the route out. The route's simple, folks. We elect a majority of SNP MPs on a mandate to dissolve the union. It's done. Humza had it right. If you remember, folks, the outcry when Humza put his plan before the membership didn't come for unionists, didn't come for Westminster. Why? Because that's the way Maggie told us. Margaret Thatcher told us, you want out of this union, send the majority of pro-independent Scottish MPs to this parliament, the union's over. It would appear that Mary knows that too. And anybody that tells you otherwise and tells you there's another route out of this union, other than an approved referendum from Westminster, which will be rigged, is fucking mental. You've got to take it, folks, and you've got to take it in the very place where it was created. It tells us in the treaty. But the treaty refers to the Lords because back then the power lay with the Lords and the Crown. That was updated when the running of the UK was transferred to the Commons. All right, we've known this. We've known this forever. that the way cast iron route out this union is to send 59 MPs down that road that are pro-independence. Simple as that. Or a majority of MPs down that road who are pro-independence. Because then they can call the Scottish Grand Committee, hold a vote on the question of whether to stay in the union or not within the Grand Committee, and because the majority are pro-independence, job, inform the Speaker, inform the Crown, union's fucking over. The more people who put that out there and make sure others know that, the better. And when people ask what's the route out of this union, tell them we send the majority of pro-independence MPs to Westminster on a ticket, on a manifesto, like Humza Yousaf was going to do, to dissolve the union. I see there's a wee bit of fight going on in the comments there. Please behave yourselves. Be polite. I mean, we all have differences of opinions. The comments are a good place for it, but stay polite, folks. Right, the eye has. Let's take this down and put the eye up. Oh, hold on, I've never went through this headline. Swinney no to call to end SNP anti-nuke stance. Ian, you're not a member, you're not an MP anymore. You are still an active party member. You are entitled to your opinion, but I don't think you're going to sway the party in this one, Ian. So it might be a good idea just to clam up. Right, next up we have the eye. Let's put this up. Right, I'll split the screen again. Gen Z jobless face benefit cuts if they aren't looking for work, Reeves warns. They already face that at the moment. They faced it under the Tories, they're facing it now under Reeves. But Gen Z jobless face benefit cuts if they aren't looking for work, Reeves warns. All very conservative sounding to me. Very much the stick before the carrot. And in the case of unemployment benefit, not much of a carrot. But, you know, heavy-handed talk. You'd think it was the Tories were in power. Oh, fuck, I forgot. It is. It's the Red Tories. Yeah. Let's sanction the young because we've fucked the economy and cannot, and there's no work in the locale for them. Man. It is very conservative, this Labour government. It lies. It facilitates war crimes. It participates in war crimes. It makes us all complicit in war crimes. And its policies are the same as George Osborne and David Cameron's. So much for an end to fucking austerity, folks. Leaves and stick before the carrot. What fucking carrot? Aye, you might be right. Well, I'll tell you what won't be my breakfast in about an hour's time when I broadcast it. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I've got the bandwidth on my phone. There won't be any carrots in my breakfast, that's for sure. Okay, what's the metro go? Have I put the metro up this morning? Let's see. No, I'll just need to tell you what's on the metro. The metro has shock findings of metro campaign survey. 1 in 4 know female victims of violence. 1 in 4? I thought it'd be more than 1 in 4. As to victims of female violence. Probably the most it's women fighting with other women. If they're talking about domestic abuse and female violence, are they talking about females that are violent against their men? They talk about female violence. They talk about violence being committed by females. or violence be committed against females. Anyway, that's the headline. If you were walking by that paper stand and you seen that headline, or if you're just glancing down it on public transport because that's a free rag, you'd look at it and go, but 1 in 4 women are violent. Wow. Badly written headline. Really badly written headline. And I'm sorry, folks, but for a Friday, we normally want to start he's a decent Friday laugh, you know. And I'm afraid it's let us down. Really let us down. Star, get a grip. We need your headline to be full of bollocks. On a Friday. We want a boffin. Or we want a mad crazy chatbot. Or we want the big orange man baby. We don't want this Daily Star. But we'll put it up anyway, folks. Okay. Footy crisis as 5-a-side pitches ripped up for la-di-da paddle courts. Now I've got no idea what la-di-da paddle court is. What I do know is a lot of 5-a-side complexes were built only making money. So converting them to another sport which might be popular might well do the trick. But foul. What's foul is there's nae boffins on a Friday. Nae man baby on a Friday. Nae crazy cyberbots on a Friday. Oh, Daily Star, you've let us down. Oh, heartbroken. That's my weekend ruined. Nae fucking boffins. Nae mad cyberbots. And nae orange man babies. I'll need to be writing an email to the Daily Star. Tell me to get a fucking grip. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You're going to love this Star. Even when they've got a crap headline, you've got to love this Star. They're always there to give you a smile. Nobody else would have thought about football pitches getting turned into paddle courts or whatever the hell it is. Paddle's the new craze, is it, Terry? I wouldn't know. I live in a wee village. The nearest thing we've got to crazy is the village idiot. And he keeps making fucking YouTube videos. Well, back to boffins. Aye, stick to what you know good, know well, Star. That's it for this week, folks. Be back on Monday for a daily dose, a double dose actually. On Monday you've got me in the morning and the 2A's in the afternoon, and then on Tuesday you'll get the 2A's in the morning because my partner in crime can't work out how to do his own fucking restream programs. I'm going to have to go and show him how to use a computer. He's getting old and diddery. Anyway, folks, if you're lucky, you might get to see me chowing down on a nice fry-up shortly. As the wee foodie programs might be about to make YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I have been putting them out on Facebook where we're getting 4, 5, 6,000 views because it appears you people like to see food programs. So in an hour, you might well be, in an hour and a half, you might well be getting a food review from me and Madam Director and a cafe somewhere here in North Lanarkshire. Now, tonight should be fun, folks. 5 o'clock. Don't forget, Daily Blasé's YouTube channel, The Friday Frolics. Excellent fun. Now, Reagan Week said they might be putting something out later. Now, remember, always look at Independence Live's schedule. See what they've got on. Follow other Scottish Independence vloggers like Sir Rosa Mo. Okay. And I might be seeing an hour if I can get enough energy into this phone. I've no the other one I'm going to use the hotspot deed, so just go out and Facebook private, so only friends will see it. And then when I finish the stream, I'll change it to public. So, you guys look after yourself. Thanks very much for your super chats today, folks. as you've seen with the analytics, the channel's doing well thanks to you guys. And you're about to get another programme added, and that is a cafe review, which might happen on Friday, might happen on Saturday, depending on what day Sarah and I are going gallivanting. And then maybe once Milligan gets himself sorted out, we can start, him and I can date on a Saturday. And we can sit and shoot the shit in a cafe somewhere, reviewing the food and talking politics with you guys, okay? Right, anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Look after each other. Thanks for tuning in such great numbers. And David, thanks for making the effort to get your bed this morning, you lazy old git. Catch you later. Enjoy your weekend. Bye now.